Hello, everyone. I'm so grateful you guys are here. My name is Lale Hancock. I have my friend Kamal Vaishnav. Did I
Yeah,
pronounce that correctly?
yeah, pretty much.
Yay!
Hello.
Yay. Hello, hello. You guys are watching us, whether it's on Facebook, on YouTube, or somewhere else. We are here to talk about, oh my God, a beautiful project. Kamal just took the Access Consciousness bars. Um, to the Force kids. And I was like, tell me more because this is sounds so incredible. And for all of you who are new, we'll give you more information about the bars. It's actually created from Access Consciousness. And if you go to accessconsciousness.com/bars, we have a lot of information. We are in 183 countries or something like that with the Access Bars. We have a program called Access Bars in Business that now has its own specialty with schools because we have so many incredible people doing so many beautiful things in schools. And this, Kamal, tell me history. Like, how did this idea even come up? And tell us more.
Yeah, thank you so much, firstly, for having me because I just finished doing a part of this project yesterday and I was like, I want to talk about it to somebody because literally, like, whom do I tell about everything? And then you pinged today and I was like, this is
Well, thank you for asking, and thank you for the
yeah,
universe for bringing us together.
yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, I'll just tell you a little. So, these are these community called the Duars in these forests in West Bengal, and basically you can call them tribal communities. But when I went there, I realized that they're very indigenous. They almost have their own language, which is very different from the language of the state. Also, like it's their own niche language, own like niche things that they do. And I was like, this is so interesting. And it was interesting the first time I went there. I thought I'll just teach the kids 3 points, the first energy pull, the implant band, and restructuring pretty much. And when I started doing that, it was so funny. We did the implant, and then they all collectively got their fingers to the money bar next. I didn't even teach it to them, and I'm like, oh my god, no wonder I was pulled in. Like, obviously, they know what they're asking for.
Okay, for all of you who are watching, and maybe you don't know yet about the bars, or bars is 32 points on the head, and each corresponds to different things. What she was talking about is she was starting from behind the head, which is called the implant band. And it was interesting that the kids immediately were going up here to where is like money, control, creativity. We have our healing, we have joy and sadness. There's just all these different points. So, Kamal, this is so cool. How old were the kids?
Yeah, they're from like I would say they range from like 4 years to 7 years, so pretty young. Yeah, pretty young, and they picked it up very quickly. And we also taught them first 3 points to the staff, the teachers there, and they obviously took a little longer and stuff. And so then I just dropped it. Like we visited, we did this, I came back, and then it was funny. This whole month I was thinking about them and I was like, because I live in the city, so I don't, you have to really go inside and do this. So I was just thinking about them. And then this weekend I had some space, so I reached out to the NGO that works there, and I was like, can I just come this time? And then they were more than happy to accommodate us. And this time when I went, we engaged with the parents as well, which are the tea plantation workers, because tea is big in that part of India.
Yeah.
And this time I was, because the parents are a little hesitant, like they're still a little hesitant to anything new coming in. But the kids all remembered the point. So we did like one session of just going through everything, and the kids were just like super thrilled. And then that energy invited the parents to like come in and just warm up to me and this weird thing that we were doing. And the moment we taught it to the parents, they were like, oh my god, I just want to sleep, and it's relaxing me. And it was funny, this one lady, she was doing it on another lady, and her kid came and hugged her from behind and was so happy. And I was like, yeah, the kids would love it if you guys are more relaxed. Like that would be such a contribution to them. And um and another very interesting thing that happened is that because it's in the forest, they have this thing wherein the wild elephants come, and sometimes they either break a few things and go away. Like it's a quote unquote, like last time when I'd gone, it was like a threat to the community sort of a thing. But this time when I went there, they were so relaxed, and then they told me that now the elephant comes, he just minds his way and he just leaves, and he doesn't like come in our. And I was like, that is so interesting. I wonder what we change so the elephants are not, like there's not that it's not that havoc anymore. It's literally everyone minding their own business. So yeah, which was very interesting as well.
Well, we know because, we've been running bars for over 30 years, right? It's been around more than 30 years. And we see the transformation of not just relaxation, but creativity, but it's a different energy. Even hotels or buildings, office spaces, schools, like it benefits even the ones who aren't even getting a session to relax and be more calm. So I love that you're bringing like, the thing about nature. I mean, for the elephants, even though it's I'd say a tea farm, it's in the elephant's house environment. To them it's like, who are you people? You're in my space. And for them to actually come and go and let it be this more ease, like, wow. Like, we talk about all the benefits of bars, but like, how often do we talk about that relaxation that's there for animals as well?
Yeah, I mean, that is huge because and I just went there for a day, but after I've come back, my body is so much more relaxed, and just the feedback from the jungle and the forest is such a, that for me is such a contribution, even though this was like you'll call it a free session or a free book of possibilities sort of a thing. But the feedback is so massive. It's
Mm.
insane. Like, I'm like, wow, even if you do 3 bars points, and even if you just have a bunch of like 20, 30 kids, it's so massive. Like, it's so big.
Yeah. So, like, I know one of the groups or a couple of the groups that we're airing in right now are for practitioners of bars. We have facilitators of bars here as well. So, like, what would you say was like that initial moment that even opened the door to this possibility?
Yeah, it was so funny. The initial moment was like I putting a bars workshop. So in the town that's adjacent, I just was like, I'd like to. I was going there on a weekend, and I was like, let me just announce a bars workshop. And then we were trying to move it, but I wasn't really getting any participants. Then one day, my father just invited some friends over, and I was speaking to them. And then one of the ladies who was invited, she was like, oh, you're going to that town, I run an NGO in the forest there, why don't you come and teach the kids? And I was like, oh my god, I wonder what I actually just asked for, and how is it showing up different like this? And then it was just synergy because she made it super easy. When I landed at the town, she made it even going to the forest very easy. So she was like, I get you the driver, this is what you have to do, like check in here, stay here. We Because it's three hours into the forest. So then she's like, he'll take you in. And it was like smooth as butter. Like, I didn't have to and I just had to receive everything that the universe was gifting, and then just
Oh.
go there and teach the bars, and then just had an ease filled trip. Which, even this time when I went there, it's always been super easy. It's almost like go, like, it's almost like just go and do this. And it's such a gift. Like, and it's been ease, joy, glory. And it's been, yes, it's not a that bars class didn't happen, but this happened. And that this engagement is so such a gift. Like, because now my target here is like, what will it take to have a book of possibilities? Because right now it's just we're teaching them a few points. And another great thing that happened this time when I got back is, because I spoke to the NGO, and I was like, how do we make it more consistent that the kids run their bars? So they have a thing wherein they're like, I can meet them from the city on like virtually, like on Google Meet every week, and like once for 1 hour every week we make sure they run bars. And I was like, yes,
Wow.
please, let's do that. Like, I wonder what will that create. So we're gonna start that this week onwards. So and then just keep it going like that. And then in the future have like a book of possibilities wherein all the 32 points are taught.
That's amazing. So tell me, did you get any feedback from the teachers or, I know you said some of the parents definitely had more relaxation, they immediately noticed, but what other feedback did you receive?
Yeah, it was very interesting. So the last time when I went there, the teachers, like one major thing was the teachers were like they were like, we can't speak English. Like, so English was a big, they don't speak English. But then the other Indian language, which is Hindi, they were also not super confident about that because I only knew these two languages. So they were like, and then the third language I didn't know, which is their local language. So we had a man translating me into their language and vice versa. But it was interesting. This time when I went, everybody spoke Hindi, which is the language I knew perfectly. Like they all were communicating. Yeah, and I'm like, huh, I wonder, like, I didn't even, I'm like, last time we couldn't communicate. This time we were just talking so easily. And I'm like, I mean, I think it's truly magical what bars opened up. And they all also seemed a little more, like last time when I met them, it was almost like, because we work with horses, we know, like, when their zones sort of like collapse, or it's almost like they're like a little shy and don't want to like engage. But this time the teachers were all like, open to me and like inviting, and they were like, please come again. Um and all the kids remembered the points, which was very interesting to me, because I was like, I mean, I wonder, because I'm always like, okay, what if we knew the bars when we were growing up? Like what would that create for us in our in our immediate surroundings? Yeah.
My youngest participant was 2 when she first came to the class. And the oldest so far I've had is 90. So, one thing I just love about the bars is that you can be any age. You don't have to have any degrees, like anyone can learn. And how does it get even better than that? Um, yeah. Hi, Michelle. And so it really is amazing what can be created, like I don't know. I'm just so excited about this, and I'm so excited that like you follow the energy of knowing, hey, I want to schedule something. And then when it didn't happen the way you imagined, you flowed with it of like, hey, what else is possible? And then having this opportunity, this possibility that showed up and then going from there, because how often people make plans, it doesn't show up exactly as they imagine, and they go more into like it didn't happen instead of something more beautiful, more magical actually got created.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, yeah, I wonder what's being asked, because I keep getting, like, after I came back, I was like, yeah, what is being asked of us, and what are we the source of? Like, I mean, we always like, I mean, what if we realize that we can create so much? And the it's great. And the immediate, because this is in the forest, so it was almost like I could sense how the earth relaxed when these guys relaxed, and it was so palpable there. And I was like, wow, this feedback I sometimes miss in the city, even though I always have it after my bars class. But this is so, like, it's so raw here. It's almost like, yeah. you know and yeah, I wonder what yeah, what else is possible, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for quickly hopping on. We didn't even get to advertise this because we were like, yeah, let's do it right away. So thank you so much. And we love to hear more. We have pictures. We're going to put it in our Telegram. And if you guys are not in our Loop Telegram, we have one for bars in business and bars in schools. And we'll put that in the description here so you guys have it and join us. And yeah, what else is possible with the access bars we've never considered before? So I look forward to seeing you guys, I don't know, on a new adventure really soon. So
Thank
thank
you.
you so much, Kamal.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for your time.
Bye, guys.